Hey, hello gamers, I'm VK, and in this video we're going to talk about what the best specialists are in order to reach your score streaks. Now, I'm not sure how well you guys are doing in Black Ops 4, but I'm doing pretty well. I'm dropping choppers left and right. But I'm also not choosing to go full ham on this because there are some things that I could abuse that I believe aren't really balanced, but I'm not going to do that because I play for fun, not for stats. Now, if you're thinking why I'm making this video then, well, I'm really just trying to help you guys. If you're someone that's struggling with Black Ops 4 because of the pace of the game or just how it feels or the map size or the specialist or anything that you might not be used to, then this will help you. Now keep in mind, I want to say one thing that is very important. XP and score are very different. You do not gain score from XP, but you do earn XP from score. To explain this a bit further, XP is what you gain after the match. It kind of like assembles everything you've done and gets all your challenges out of the way and everything that you've earned from that match. It gives you a reward for that. But score is your in-game streak. It's everything that adds up to your score streaks. Now in most games, this would just be getting kills. But in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and in certain amounts of other Call of Duties, they have decided to also add supportive things. So this could be anything from you dropping an assault pack as crash and people picking it up, or you dropping a UAV and people finding some use from that, or you using any specialist or any score streak to better your team really, or to win the objective, or to get kills, or anything that you do that will generate more score. So it's relatively easy to get to your score streaks. But because of the flow of the game and the fact that ARs are so dominant in this game, it's very different to most people, and SMG run-and gunners won't really exceed very well here. But that's an all different video. I'll probably make one about that later if you guys want to see that. But let's get into these specialists. Now I want to say these are in no particular order, but I do believe personally that Crash is the best out there. But I'm going to get to him last, and I'm just going to start with my main man, Torque. Basically, all throughout the beta, I used Torque because I quickly found him, and I was kind of struggling with finding the playstyle correctly for this game and how to do it, and Torque was kind of like that campy uncle that helps you get through that. His main weapon is a barricade that I can easily describe as an assault shield or a riot shield in combination with Black Ops 2's Guardian. So essentially what it does is people walk into it in front of it and they get suppressed, aka they get slowed down, and that eventually kills them. But also, it's a shield, and it's gonna be there wherever you want it. So if you put it in the right position, people have to get past it, not to mention it gives you a very nice head glitch, I'm just saying, right? And it also gives you a razor wire, so if you're in a position where people have to climb up or down or anything, if they have to go to a difficult spot, you can use that razor wire. Maybe they can't really see it properly, and then that's a perfect thing. So that's pretty much it for Torque. There's not really much to say there, but if I can give any suggestion, it is to put it in a spot where really everybody has to get past, like a pin position. And if you're still going to be getting a lot of gun kills and you know that you can get a lot of gun kills, then make it in a spot where people are necessarily going to have to go around. So you can put this kind of like at your flank, keep your flank protected, and then you use your gun to get the kills, but you know that nobody's going to come from behind, which is also a very good option. And I know a lot of people are going to be complaining about how I'm motivating campers right now, and honestly, yeah, fuck it. Go camp. Do your shit. Honestly, if you want to get a good score, go ahead for it. It's a slow-paced game, I'm not going to lie about it, and until you get used to it, you won't be run and gunning. You just won't be doing it. After you've been playing for a couple days or a few weeks, yeah, definitely, you will be run and gunning. I'm doing it right now. Like, I'm starting to rush more and more. And I'm honestly starting to forget that it has more health than most Call of Duties now, because I've just gotten used to it. But anyways, that's what I would do for number 3, which isn't really a number 3, but still, Torque. The second one would be the Intel-sponsored Recon, who isn't really Intel-sponsored, but it would make sense. Intel wins wars. Anyways, Recon is basically a combination of, let's say, Stalker and Acoustic Sensor a little bit in this game, and if you're not sure what that is, I'll explain that in a bit as well. So Acoustic Sensor would essentially just show you where people are in relation to yourself. So if you have a arrow kind of like going to the right back, he would be somewhere right back behind you. And that's actually what I would recommend using with Recon as well, because in combination with that, you pretty much know where everyone is at all times, unless they're very, very far away from you. Now what Recon essentially does is his main weapon is a vision pulse, and if you get to that, then you can use it, and if you use it, then you'll find yourself putting on some night goggles, kind of, and just literally seeing everybody through the walls. And it'll ping, it won't be consistent, it won't be all the time, but it'll ping, and you'll see them for a pretty long time. And after you've done that, your entire team will see them across the map, through the walls, wherever they are, and they will go after them and murder them. And if they get them, then even you will still get XP for that. So again, it's going to work towards your score streaks. even if you didn't get the kills. As for a special issue, that's a sensor dart. And pretty much what that is, it's a dart you shoot, and for a limited time it'll show up with a little circle on the UAV. And if enemies walk into that circle, then it will show up on your UAV, so you'll still know that. So if you do that in hotspots, spots where you know that campers tend to frequent or people tend to pass, then you'll be seeing a lot of dots, and you know exactly where those dots are. And it's up to you to line them up and take them out. And last is my homeboy Crash, and he's kind of like a medic even though he's totally not. Everybody calls him a medic, but really he's just a support. His main weapon is absolutely amazing in multiplayer. It's called a TAC 5, and pretty much what it does, it gives everybody a health buff. And if you use that at the right times, for instance when you're doing a big push or right before people are getting into gunfights, and you know when that is, especially if you're, in a Discord with them or in PlayStation call party or whatever you want to call it, and you hear people struggling, you call that in and you might have just saved their life. They might have been at 50 HP and you give them an extra, boom, they got a kill. And you got a lot of points. But what I do want to say is a recommendation here is that you do it when all of your teammates are alive, because it won't give a boost to the dead players, so you might just want to wait if somebody's down for them to get back up. And then do it. And then he also has a special issue of an assault pack, and what that really does is if people pick it up, it gives them a little bit more ammo, and it gives you a lot of XP if you get kills with it, or if anyone else that picks it up gets kills with it. Now a problem here is the same problem with Battlefield really. It's where people don't necessarily drop these when they're crashed, or worse, people don't pick them up if you drop them. I'm saying worse because there's nothing more frustrating than doing your part as a part of a team and nobody else doing it, or nobody else even appreciating it really. Oh boy, it's got so unappreciated. But if you are that run and gunner guy, then I would use Crash. If you are that campy son of a bee, then I would use Torque. And if you're someone who tends to die a lot because of people are behind him, back raping or whatever you call it, then you should use Recon. It'll really help. Now these are for Scorestreaks. I'm also going to make a video about the best ones for kills, but honestly if you're new to the game, I would focus on these. They're going to help you get your streaks, and in this game I believe that Scorestreaks are the best way to gain kills. A friend of mine got like a 20 plus gun streak just today, and he had about 70 kills in that game. 50 of them came for Scorestreaks. So with that said, I think you guys know how important this could be. This could literally double your KD if you're interested in doing that. Personally, I'm not. I don't just play Call of Duty these days anymore. I also play Fallout, I play The Sims, I play Total War, I play Battlefield, I play Ark, I play Rust, I play Scum, the list goes on. But for that reason, you guys can expect a lot more games than just Call of Duty on this, but Call of Duty has always been one of my main games, and it will always be one of my main games, so expect some more stuff on that. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video or anything that I make. If you did, please leave a like on it, and if you want to see more about it, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, because I like bells. Ding! This has been VK, and I will see you next video.